Badgers off another road trip, a Saturday afternoon game against Nebraska down in Lincoln. We'll check out some of the highlights of that game as Gard's group gets ready for a couple of home games in the coming days. Tuesday night against Purdue and Sunday afternoon here at the Kohl Center against Rutgers. We'll also hear from Micah Potter, the transfer who finally got on the floor in the month of December, and with each passing day getting better and better at both ends of the floor. And we'll also revisit some of the members of the 2000 Final Four team honored last weekend at the Kohl Center in Wisconsin's win against Ohio State. All that and our weekly chat with head coach Gard. It's coming up on the Badger Sports Report.
Davison against Kavas, leads it for Wall, high on the right, 10 on the shot clock, deep three, Davison, right side, money. Brad Davison ties the game at 15 with 11:10 left in the first half. Davison drives off the left wing, a bounce for Potter, low on the right one, pump up and in. It counts and a foul. He got Kevin Cross up. Good work by Potter, and Micah earns an and one. Trevor Anderson driving, kicks it to Trice. Good look at a three, left corner, tie game. Trice his second three, 31 all, 4:35 left in the half. Davison off the Potter screen, top of the circle, deep three. He hit it. Davison from downtown, 2 seconds with one. Berg driving, it's going to be too late. Missed it wide left anyway, and the first half has come to an end. Whips it past to Davison, baseline right, a bounce out to Trice, darts it into Reavers, low on the left, slam dunk. Nate Reavers with 6 in the second half, 11 in the game. Nate Reavers backing into McGraw, draws the double. Davison's open, 3 in the air straight away, and he cans it. 18 for Brad Davison, 54-45 Wisconsin. Here's Brad Davison, right side of the front court. Throwing to Ford, feeds Trice, wide open three, left corner, money. Dimitri Trice with 12, and the lead is 12 for the Badgers. Back out to Trice, 12 to shoot. Cross court pass Davison off the right wing, jump stop in the paint, feeds Trice, 3 in the air, left wing, good again. Dimitri Trice, his 5th triple. 62-45 Wisconsin with 12:30 remaining. Brad Davison out high, throwing to Pritzel on the right wing. Pritzel with a bounce to Aline Ford, back out to Pritzel, rotates Anderson, extra pass Davison for 3, good again. Brad Davison feeling it on this Saturday afternoon. He has 21. 65-51 Wisconsin with 10 minutes to play. Here's Brad Davison, a step back 3. Oh yeah, he's feeling it and then some this afternoon. Brad Davison gives the Badgers an 18-point lead. Weaver's hands off to Trice. Dimitri eyes the rim, a rope defending. 5 to shoot. Trice kicks to Davison. Right corner 3, got it! Oh, what a day for Brad Davison as he hits another 3. A 30-point Saturday afternoon for Brad Davison. This is Wisconsin basketball. Left-hand dribble. Trevor top of the circle. 5 to shoot. Anderson inside. Potter catches. Slam dunk. Brevin Pritzel his 4th from downtown. Strikes high. 4-3. Good. Dimitri Trice again with a big shot. Davison for 3. Tie game. Blocked by Reavers out of bounds.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. And UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Who has my charger? My Hy-Vee grocery cart's about to die.
Will you take our picture with my Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Absolutely. Hey, is that the latest Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Yeah.
Please put your Hy-Vee grocery carts in airplane mode for takeoff.
Sir, you left your Hy-Vee grocery carts on the table.
Oh, thank you.
Download the all-new Hy-Vee shopping app. It's the fresh way to shop fresh.
Please be courteous and silence your Hy-Vee grocery carts.
Hey, movie starting.
Yeah. I'm almost done with my grocery shopping.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion
and angst and anxiety.
When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Hi, this is Coach Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club.
As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Lewis defending John, takes it off the wing, stops right block, floats it up off the glass, and rim, no good. Kowski rebound, slam dunk. Gives to Doc, left the circle, beats Kowski, barrels in, slam dunk. Andy Kowski, a little screen and slip, slashing to the line in the lane, run out past Bryant, right side, three ball, book it. John Bryant from downtown again. No good. Wisconsin wins the game. I can't believe I'm going to say it, but here it comes. The Wisconsin Badgers are going to the Final Four.
You know, the program in many ways hasn't changed a whole lot in the success. They've just gotten a lot better than we were. That's neat to see, and there's guys that still live in this state. We're huge fans as well, so it's really good to be back.
From Brookfield, Wisconsin, number 15, Andy Kowski.
You know, going to the Final Four, you know, it set the bar a little bit higher for the program, and you know, definitely I think the 20 years, 19 years, 20 years of straight NCAA tournament runs was the first 3 years was the team that we played on. So, you know, it feels good to be a part of something, and you know, I think after us, you know, Bo Ryan, Coach Gard, I think the bar is higher now. You know, they've been to 2 additional Final Fours. I was looking up at the Raptors before all the Sweet 16, so feels great to be recognized for what we did, and you know, we feel great that we were part of building something special.
From Madison, Wisconsin, number 32, Roy Boo.
For me, just our bond as a team, the relationship we had as a group, how everybody just bought in for one common goal, that was important. And just the other night, just to get with these guys and just reminisce and talk about basketball and what everybody's doing now, it's just great.
And from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, number 22, Mike Kelly.
Looking back on it, I think it really allowed, you know, fans, the players, the coaching staff to wrap their arms around what it would take for our program to be successful. Because prior to that, while we had some success, we also had many failures as well. And it's a style that some people don't like, you know. But I think when you get some success, you can now rely on that and use it to build upon. And for us, it was great because it validated what Coach Bennett had been teaching us and showed us that it can be done that way. And I think it's the best way, in particular for this university, based on where it's located and the recruiting base, to continue to have sustained success. And so that was huge because that was the first time we really saw it on a major stage. And the line that's been used was when we made that run, that guaranteed Wisconsin would never be a Cinderella again. And I think we didn't know it at the time, but that validated this style in that way. That was a big deal for us.
Leading these Badgers was one of the architects of Wisconsin's basketball renaissance of the last 3 decades. His Badger teams made 3 NCAA tournaments in his 6 seasons at Wisconsin. But no season was more memorable than the season 20 years ago, which culminated in Wisconsin's first Final Four in 59 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a coaching legend, the head coach of your 2000 Final Four Badgers, Dick Bennett.
More often as I get older, I think about Coach Bennett and his legacy. He was a very successful coach, and he went to Green Bay and he went to the NCAA tournament a couple times and came to Wisconsin. And before we got there, he got back to the NCAA tournament and stabilized the program. And so, you know, I think about him, and you know, getting to the Final Four was special for Coach Bennett. And one of the great memories was our pregame speech against Purdue. We had a theme that year of Touch the Dream, and Coach weaved that theme into the pregame speech, and you could hear a pin drop on the floor, and he was emotional, and that sticks out as one of the best memories. And then going out and winning that game and getting to the Final Four, which I think helped validate how successful and how good of a coach Coach Bennett was.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
Back up to that 18-point lead. Davison feeds Reavers right point, goes inside, caught by Pritzel in the lane, goes up and in. Two more for Brevin Pritzel, and the lead is 20 for the Wisconsin Badgers. He's not shying away from taking shots. He's the best shooter on this team. He remains out there on the floor, has the ball on cue. Brevin, here it is, got it! Brevin Pritzel, another triple. It's our guy. Pritzel bounces to Reavers against Kyle Young, and the mid-range jumper is good. It counts, and a foul. Kyle Young committing the foul. Davison out front, high screen from Potter. Davison leaves it for Dimitri Trice. Trice on the dribble, left of the lane, to the rim, and he'll bank it in. Dimitri Trice has 8, 63-39 Wisconsin.
As we look at the remainder of the Big Ten regular season schedule for the Badgers, there will be two opponents that will be one-time plays, Michigan and Ann Arbor, and then Northwestern here at the end of the conference home schedule in early March. Otherwise, it's the second time around, and who knows when you get to the Big Ten tournament, could be playing a team in the league for a third time, not unprecedented by any means, but revisit an old basketball topic, Greg. We probably have talked about this a few years ago on this platform. You can't change who you are, I guess, completely, but there are tweaks, maybe subtle, that for many could be kind of difficult to see, but other than that, you kind of are who you are, right?
You are, Matt, for the most part. I mean, there's gradual improvement that maybe takes place collectively through a year, and maybe some individual players make strides, and usually that's experience-based. They figure some things out as the season unfolds, but for the most part, you're staying true to who you are, because I mean, changing things midstream holistically is hard to do. It causes more confusion maybe than it does solve any problems. But I think as you go back through, obviously we got teams coming here for the second time. Have already played Ohio State twice. You look at what you did well and what maybe gave you a little trouble, and what they've been doing, how they've changed too throughout the year, and then you adjust and move forward.
I think of the Michigan State games there, but I think we talked about it. You watch them on television, or your guys see the video clips, it's one thing, but when you see them up close the first time around, it's the length that really stands out. So maybe the second time around, they had a better idea of just physically what Michigan State brought to the table?
Yeah, I think that's the case in point probably for every team. Once you get some actual real life experience, so to speak, against an opponent, it helps you, and gives you some working-based knowledge of what you need to do better, what worked well against them, and then how we need to, like I said, improve upon what went really well and move forward.
And over the course of a season, things can change. Obviously, you didn't see Kyle Young the first time around. You did the second. Tweak the lineup accordingly. Players get better, so there is that, right? A team that you see in early January could be a little bit different as you get into February.
Yeah, and I think we've become obviously a little bit different with the emergence of Micah. That was only his third game back or fourth game back when we played at Ohio State, and obviously Kyle Young didn't play. So the changing of what they did with their lineup, reinserting him, and then the emergence and improvement, and I think adaptation of Micah that he's made to how we play, and his role here has helped kind of that come together for that particular game.
Yeah, it's good timing for that comment. We're going to hear from Micah on this show today. Defensive end, is that maybe the area with him that you're starting to see that progress as he understands how you guys want things done?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. The experience is still the best teacher, specifically for big guys, because they get caught in the quandary of ball screen defense decisions that have to be made. And typically it takes a player, he's obviously the first time going through it in live reps, but younger players or players with less experience in that role have a tendency to be up and down a little bit and struggle in certain situations. But I think his experience has allowed him to accelerate his learning curve faster. He's drawn on past experience. Now he's put in what we do, and he picks up things and grasps them a lot faster because he's, been on the floor in maybe a different scenario, but still the game doesn't change a whole lot.
I'm always interested in the area of individual improvement. That's the summer months where players work on specific things, but there's self-scouting, right? If a player is dominant, for instance, with the left shoulder, or he's dominant driving right, how much of that in-season individual improvement have you seen over the years with players?
You can improve it a little bit, but by and large, that's an off-season, and that's the thing you really have to work in, and we'll find it on film where you can tell how, as we get into league play, scouting gets so much more in depth that they take away maybe what worked in December for a specific player doesn't work in February or January. So you have to improve upon that, and we do the same thing. And we find what teams do well, and you try to take it away. So it's the chess match within the game.
And players or teams across the league are finding out, obviously, about everybody on the roster, but they're learning more and more about Tyler Wall. There's that old line that when you get deep into the season, a freshman is no longer a freshman. I'm a little skeptical of that, but maybe there's some truth in it. Why that old line is stood the test of time.
I think there we talk about experience a lot, and even though he's still a freshman, I think all that he's gotten a lot of experience here as a freshman. And having even pulled him aside last week and just talked about and asked him, "What do you think?" And I got a big sigh. It was like, wow, this has been a little. I thought it'd be difficult, but I think just the duration too. We've already played over what was his high school season a year ago, so not only the physical jump and the level of competition, but the emotional and mental volume that this sport takes and being a college athlete requires.
He's fun to watch because he looks like he's having a ton of fun out there.
He is, and he's fun to coach because there's going to be mistakes. That's the nature of the game, but he just keeps coming back and has a great presence about him and a will to compete, and that's what makes it so fun to be around him.
You actually have back-to-back home games in the Big Ten this week. I don't know if you're aware of that. You have Purdue on Tuesday and then Rutgers coming up on Sunday. Should we just, if you had advice for those of us who are fans of the Big Ten, we've talked about the depth of it all season, can we just forget trying to figure it out? Just go watch?
Yeah, because I'm even involved with it and I can't figure it out. It's hard enough to try to figure out your own team, let alone what's going on with the other 13 teams. So, it's been made for great entertainment. But like I said, to try to find any rhyme or reason or pattern or consistency, I think you just see the depth and the parity across the league causes such a clouded, league race and leaves all these games really scratching your head. When you think you got to figure it out, you realize you don't.
Entertainment for us, for coaches, entertainment would be winning by 20 every night, winning the league by 4 games.
Yeah, we can relax the last 4 minutes.
If only it were that easy. Badgers, the home matchup on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock tip at the Kohl Center against the Purdue Boilermakers. And then Sunday, another noon tip here in Madison as the Badgers take on Rutgers. Coach is back in a few minutes with our question of the week. Stick around.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion
and angst and anxiety.
When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Who has my charger? My Hy-Vee grocery cart's about to die.
Will you take our picture with my Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Absolutely. Hey, is that the latest Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Yeah.
Please put your Hy-Vee grocery carts in airplane mode for takeoff.
Sir, you left your Hy-Vee grocery cart on the table.
Oh, thank you.
Download the all-new Hy-Vee shopping app. It's the fresh way to shop fresh.
Please be courteous and silence your Hy-Vee grocery carts.
Hey, movie starting. Yeah. I'm almost done with my grocery shopping.
With the ball is Brad Davison, left side, drives on Roy, off the wing, feeds Potter low on the right, and Micah will finish. First field goal for Potter as a Badger. Badgers reset with the shot clock at 10. Trice around a Potter screen to the free throw line. Out to Micah. He'll try a three. Left of the circle. He hit it. Micah Potter was 4 of 6 from distance at Penn State. 5 quick ones for Micah tonight.
Perhaps no one on the Badgers knows the value of patience more than Micah Potter.
As Micah Potter makes his long-awaited Wisconsin Badgers debut.
Obviously, I think everyone saw, you know, there's some jitters and takes some time to kind of get used to the speed and physicality of the game, and you know, there can be some anxiety that kicks in where it's just, you know, you haven't played in a long time and you're jittery and you want to perform well and all that kind of stuff, but it takes time.
For a year and a half, time on the practice court was all Potter had, and he wondered, what will it feel like to play in a game again?
You got the people there, the bright lights, the cameras in your face, all that kind of stuff. And then just the idea that you're actually playing for the real deal now instead of just, you know, in practice.
A lot to think about for sure, and another exercise in patience.
All of that stuff adds up, but it takes time to get used to again. But like I said, I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident in my entire game overall.
Potter low on the left, slam dunk.
The junior big man is playing like it too, giving opposing teams fits.
Going to Potter for 3, right side, tie game.
Patience and practice has paid off.
I haven't played in a long time, so sometimes scouting reports, they don't really know. You know, and I've expanded my game since the last time people saw me play when I was at Ohio State.
Potter, the offensive rebound and the putback.
And now that he's taken his game to new heights, there is one thing he doesn't want to wait to do.
Win. That's why I came here. That's why every single person on this team is here.
Tough shot, right hand, good.
With postseason play right around the corner, the wait is over and the time to win is now. For the Badger Sports Report, I'm Eric Ryla.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Let's get to our question of the week. Vern checking in, wants to know, Coach, your thoughts on Bob Knight's return last weekend to Assembly Hall. I think Vern's aware that you have admired Coach Knight for a long, long time.
Well, thanks for your question, Vern. Actually, Matt, it was my first, I think we talked about this on the radio show, my first coaching clinic was 1990, 91, when I was a junior high coach, went to Bloomington with a group of coaches from Southwest Wisconsin and watched. That's when they had open practice early October, and you could watch Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. And Coach Knight and his assistants would lecture throughout the practice of different things. So that was my first real in-person exposure to Coach Knight. But obviously he's impacted the game in so many ways, and I think regardless of what your personal opinions are of his, how maybe it ended in Indiana or some different things that have happened, but you can't deny the success and you can't deny the impact he's had on the game. And I think to see him come back, I know health is not the best for him right now, so for him to be able to come back and the Indiana fans in the game of basketball be able to say a thank you for what he's done was important, and I think done in the right way. That from what I saw, very little of it, but looked like it was well received, and he was very appreciative of it.
Yeah, it's good that it finally happened, no doubt. I think anybody who watched that, you couldn't help but feel a little moved by that scene at Assembly Hall. Badgers with back-to-back home games in the coming days. Tuesday night against Purdue, Sunday afternoon against Rutgers. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
my charger? My Hy-Vee grocery cart's about to die.
Will you take our picture with my Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Absolutely. Hey, is that the latest Hy-Vee grocery cart?
Yeah.
Please put your Hy-Vee grocery carts in airplane mode for takeoff.
Sir, you left your Hy-Vee grocery cart on the table.
Oh, thank you.
Download the all-new Hy-Vee shopping app. It's the fresh way to shop fresh.
Please be courteous and silence your Hy-Vee grocery carts.
Hey, movie starting. Yeah, I'm almost done with my grocery shopping.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers. When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Progress is an endless challenge. Here at the University of Wisconsin, we're a community of innovators in constant motion. We think on our feet, connect with each other, and hit our stride, pushing past limits. Progress is an endless challenge, but it is only those up to the challenge who change the game.